Welcome, Wargamers. Josh back to bring another Age of Sigmar War of the Realms bat rep. Today I got Mike with me. Mike brought in his Demons of Slaanesh.
That's correct.
And has made a request that he plays against the Stormcast, which works for me because I'm still trying to play them a bunch and learn the rules a little bit better. So you had a good drive down today.
Yeah,
you came from what, Sarnia?
From Sarnia.
Okay,
yeah,
so that's
yeah.
what, like 3-ish hours?
Yeah.
So hopefully I get the advantage that I'm a little bit more awake than he is because my drive into work is like 7 minutes. So
Yeah.
let's check out the armies, the board, the scenario, and get right to it. Armies are deployed, are on the board. Let's start over here, Stormcast. I've got my unit of prosecutors in the back, my knight Azeros. I've got a unit of judicators, liberators, Lord Castellant. Got the general, which is a Celestant on Dracoth. Got another Lord Celestant right in front, and then a Lord Relictor. Another unit of judicators, and another unit of liberators. Hanging out in the Celestial Realm, I got a big unit of 10 Adjudicators, as well as 2 units of Paladins. I've got a unit of Decimators and a unit of Protectors. I am running a couple battalions, so I've got the Thunderhead Brotherhood and the Hammerstrike Force. So pretty self-explanatory what's in that. Basically the heroes are the only thing not in a War Scroll battalion. And then the heroes, the general, I went with Lightning Hammer and Thunder Shield because I want to try something a little bit different. For trait, I took Consummate Commander, so I will be able to use the other Lord Celestant on foot. I will be able to use his command ability because that's my choice. Artifact, I went for the Armor of Silvered Sigmarite, and the Dracoth trait is Thundercaller. My Lord Celestant on foot has taken the Armor of Silvered Sigmarite, as well as my Knight Azeros has taken the same thing. Then the Lord Castellant has taken the, I'm not sure I'm going to say this right, the Shriving Light, basically the one that affects Battle Shock for the enemy. And then my Lord Relictor over here went with Divine Light as the bonus prayer. And that's 2,000 points on the dot of Stormcast. Over to this side of the board, we've got the Slaaneshi forces. Let's start down here. What have we got?
Here we've got a unit of 15 Seekers. One big unit of 30 Demonettes here.
Okay.
I got my General, Keeper of Secrets.
Alright.
I've got the Mask of Slaanesh there. I've got here another unit of 10 Demonettes.
Okay.
Over here is a unit of 30 Demonettes. Be'lakor, the Demon Prince, and a Herald of Slaanesh on an Exalted Seeker Chariot.
Nice.
My general has the battle trait Dark Avenger, which gives him and any unit within 10 inches of him +1 to hit against targets with order keyword.
Okay, nice.
His artifact is a Chaos Runeblade.
What does the Runeblade do again?
It adds 1 to the attacks characteristic of one of his weapons, and I'm giving it to his damaging sword there.
Okay. And then moving down here, anything else special on anybody?
Because I have the cohort of Slaanesh battalion, I get another artifact, so my Herald gets the Chaos Talisman, where on a wound I roll a dice. On a 6, she shrugs it, but it's a 5 or a 6 because I'm fighting.
If it's order keyword.
Exactly.
Right, and that's on, is it wounds or mortal wounds or both?
Just wounds.
Okay, perfect. The scenario we're doing, we rolled up simple take and hold. So we've got our 2 objectives, and if you're controlling both of them at any point, you just win. Other than that, it's going to come down to basically points destroyed. Now, you did mark down for Be'lakor the secret unit that he's been messing with.
I did.
Okay, so that'll come up when it comes up. Other than that, Slaanesh did finish deploying first. Do you know if you want to go first?
I'm going to have to go first.
Okay, so you're going to take first turn onto the first battle round for Slaanesh. Over here on the Slaaneshi side, hero phase, what do we got to use?
Well, I'm going to start by putting Inspiring Presence on that group of Demonettes right there.
Makes sense.
Just in case. And then I'm going to move on to casting some spells.
Okay. And what do we got for spells?
I'm going to cast a Mystic Shield with my Keeper onto the Demonettes right in front of them.
Okay, so you are casting on a 6.
Casting on a 6.
And getting it, what are the skulls? Ones
Skulls
or
are 1s.
Skulls are 1s? Okay, so not getting it. That is it for the hero phase. So we're going to go over to movement, starting with this big unit of Demonettes. I played them, I think I played against Slaanesh once, maybe? They're zippy quick, right?
Yes. Very
so
good.
What's the base movement on this unit?
The base movement is 6, but because of the battalion bonus, it goes up to 7.
Okay, so they're move 7, and any other bonuses for the run roll? Like, do they get something from the musician or standard or anything like that?
No bonus, they just get to run and charge in the same turn.
Oh, yeah, that's no bonus at all.
Just a small one.
Okay, pretty good. So they're going to move 7 plus another d6 for the big bad one, 8-inch move for the Demonettes. Moving up that way, coming right towards the middle of the battle line, as I kind of assumed you would. What do we got next? What unit do you want to run?
Next,
just move normally.
I will move Be'lakor, and I will run him as well.
Okay, so you're going to run. What's his base movement?
Base movement is 12.
Okay, so 12 plus another 4 for a 16-inch move total. Be'lakor flopping his way up to the middle of the battlefield. Who's next?
I will move the Seeker Chariot here, or the Exalted Chariot.
Okay, is this another one that can run and charge?
No, it can't.
Okay, so this one can't. What's the base move on it?
Base move is 12 plus 1 for the battalion.
Okay, so 13 plus another 1 for a 14-inch move. You're rolling high. Get all the bad rolls out right now, so at least when you're swinging, you'll roll well.
We can hope.
I'm suddenly less okay with how fast everything is. We were talking before the battle how quick everything is, but now seeing it move across the table, I'm somewhat terrified. This unit of Demonettes behind here now, just going to move normally?
Just going to move normally.
Alright. Taking position on the hill there. Next up is the Mask. Now the Mask has bonus movement as well, right?
She does not.
Oh no?
She's not part of my battalion.
Okay, but what's the base movement on her?
10 inches.
Okay, so yeah, crazy high movement on her.
She's still pretty fast.
So we're going to run or just move?
Gonna run her.
10 plus another 2 for a 12-inch move. Not too shabby. Moving over to take position with Be'lakor there. Next, this big unit of Demonette's going to run. It's 7 plus another d6. And how far? Another 6. So they get to go 13 inches.
Beautiful.
Taking position in the middle of the battlefield. Everything kind of funneling in there. Next, we're going to have the Keep Your Secret go. How quick does it run?
14 plus 1 from the battalion.
So 15 plus a d6. That's terrifying. So 19-inch move there. Ending up right there. Now over to the... Where are they? Seekers?
Seekers.
Okay, and they got a 14-inch move, which goes to 15 because of the battalion.
Exactly.
And then they run 2d6?
2d6.
Oh, and it's not pick the highest, it's add them together?
It's add them together.
Alright, so how quick they're going to go? 15 plus another 11 for a 26-inch move. Oh no. Moving up this flank of the battlefield is like Jurassic Park. The first one. It's like a flock of birds. I'm scared of all your stuff that can run in charge. So that's it for your movement. I assume there's no shooting or anything else to take care of?
No shooting.
So that is the end of Chaos turn 1. Let's go over to Stormcast turn 1. Over to Stormcast turn. Let's see if I can remember to use most of my abilities at least. So the Dracoth General is going to use his abilities, so everybody in his bubble is immune to battle shock. And then use the... Oh, I can't remember the name of the command trait, but the one that lets somebody else also use a ability. So the Celestant on foot is going to use his, so everybody gets the +1 to hit in his bubble. Moving down the line here, the Castellant is going to use his Lantern to boost the save of the small unit of Liberator straight ahead. And the Lord Relictor, I think, is going to go for a prayer, probably onto probably that same unit. 3 up to get the Divine Light to work on that unit there. Rolling a 5. So they've got the +1 to their save, plus you've got to reroll hit rolls of 6s or more against them. Over the movement phase now, we're going to roll to see if these guys are showing up. They show up on a 3 or better. 4, so they are showing up. They got to set away more than 9 away from the enemy. Weighing my options, I'm going to deploy them back here, kind of behind your line, see if I can make you split up a little bit and have to come deal with me. Now time for some runs. This unit here is going to run, so it's going to go 5 plus another 3 for an 8-inch move total. Put them down right there, see if I can make it a little bit tougher for you to get through. Second unit Liberator is going to do the same thing. They're going to go an extra 4 inches for a 9-inch move total. A little bit more shuffling around. I'm going to say that the... Oh yeah, he's got the hammers, doesn't he? Mortal Wound hammers. I'm just going to move him up to right there. Move my Dracoth Lord next, I think.
That's a good idea.
Going to run the Lord on Dracoth. How far is he going to go? An extra 4 inches. So far, so good. Relictor going to move up to there. And I think this big unit of Boltstorm Cross... Oh, Lord Castellan. Lord Castellan going to move over. And then this big ol' unit of crossbow is going to move as well. I don't know why I'm saying big ol' unit. It's a tiny little unit. But they're just going to tuck in this way. Because I'm scared of those Seekers. Knight Azeros will run. Yeah, so I get to go kind of wherever. He just wants to end up right there, though. Pretty happy with that so far. Let's go with the Prosecutors now. Going to run an extra 2 inches. Don't really feel the need to be too aggressive with them yet. They're just going to move to right there. That will bring me over to shooting. Let's start with the Dracoth Lord. Is going to try to drop the Storm Breath right on top of that Demonette's head right there. And potentially get 4 different units. I'll hit these Demonettes on a 4-up. Nope. Hit the Mask on a 4-up. Yes. D3 Mortal Wounds to the Mask. For 3 Mortal Wounds. Does she have any protection against that?
Nope.
Alright, so far so good. Mr. Bellicor there on a 4-up. Does not get him. And then your Keeper of Secrets. No. So just hitting the Mask for 3 Mortal Wounds. Still worth it.
Worth it.
Next little bit of shooting will be my Judicators. The boss and everybody else is going to put their shots into that unit of Demonettes there. The boss is hitting with the special bow on a 2. Rerolling 1s because you're Chaos. Hits on a 3. How many hits is that actually worth? It's worth 3 hits. The other 4 members of the unit hitting on 3s. So that is a grand total of 6 hits from that unit. This is wounding on 3s, rerolling 1s because of the War Scroll Battalion. Reroll the 1s. Okay, no help. That is 4 wounding hits with a -1 rend.
So this will be 6 up.
Passing 1, losing 3 models. That's all the shooting I have, so I think I'm going to go over to charge. It's going to be a 9-inch charge here, because I think you still got the 1 model I was closest to. Scratch that, we checked. Yeah, you did pull the right model. So it's going to be a 10-inch charge for me to make it into combat here. 6 will not do it. That's the end of my turn, so you're going to owe me a Battle Shock test here. You can't fail and lose models, but on a roll of 1, you're going to get models back. So roll it up, see if you get a 1. That's a 1, isn't it?
That's a 1.
Okay, so they get D3 or D6 back?
D6 back.
Okay, so the 3 models are back that I killed. No bueno. That is it, turn 1. Not a whole lot of damage being done anywhere at all. So we're going to roll off to see who's going to go first in the second battle round. Chaos, going to roll first. Getting a 5. Stormcast, Forces of Order, come on. Getting a 5, so there's a reroll. It's always the stressful bit.
So
Chaos rolling a 3. Order going to roll a 6. I think we are going to see the Stormcast go again.
Of course.
On to my hero phase. Going to go for the double command ability, of course, again. And then, what other ones do I want to use? Not really in range for me to do anything too bad to you. So I am going to try to use the Divine Light Prayer over onto my Dracoth there. Working on a... actually, or to the Knight. You know what? Yeah, no, onto the Dracoth. And it works. Next, the Castellan's going to shine his light on the Dracoth to improve his save. So right now, we've got the Armored of Silver Sigmarite, so it's -1 to hit him in close combat. He's got a +1 to his save, and I do believe you have to re-roll hit rolls of 6 or more against him. That should be all my heroes, so let's get going to movement. This is a tricky bit. Who do I want to have go? You know what, we're going to move the Dracoth Lord up on his own, just using his regular move. I'm not going to run. I was thinking about moving the Dracoth Lord up, but no, he's going to go up unsupported if I do, and that's just bad tactics on my part. I'm not going to be that aggressive. I am going to move... I'm going to just shimmy up both units of Liberators a little bit. Getting the battle line set up a little bit better here. The Knight of Zeros is just going to bump over a little bit. I just want everybody kind of nice and supported if, you know, when you go ahead and charge in on me. That'll hopefully hold you back a little bit. This unit of Prosecutors back here, I don't fancy that Herald going in and charging and just destroying them. Can you charge after retreating with that, or no?
No, I can't.
Then I'm feeling a little bit better about it. They're just going to go ahead and flap up the board. Flap up the board to right there. Pretty happy. The only other thing I'm going to move is I'm going to go ahead and start moving this unit of Liberators up the board. Ending the unit right there, so that's going to be about a 5-inch charge for me to make it in. That is it for my movement, so let's go over into shooting. We're going to start with the Dracoth Lord again, dropping a shot into the exact same spot. Start with the unit of Demonettes there, hitting them on a 4-up. I do not. I'll do Bellacore next on a 4-up. Hits him, D3 mortal wounds for 3 mortal wounds. Any protection on him?
No protection.
Nice. Back to the Keeper of Secrets, 4-up. It hits. How many mortal wounds? For another 3. Punishing, now on the mask. 4-up to hit. No, missing the mask.
Nice.
Happy with that. We've got the mask down to 2 wounds remaining, Bellacore down to 5, and Keeper of Secrets down to 7. Next, what's the save on the Herald there, and how many wounds is it?
She has 9 wounds, saves on a 5-up, but she has the Chaos Talisman.
Gotcha. I want to pick on some of these Demonettes. Adjudicators. I'm going to throw, first of all, the Trident over into your unit of Demonettes there. So the boss man throwing the Trident. 2 shots hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. Come on. 2 hits. Jump back a second. I only hit with one of those. They don't get to reroll 1s. That's if they got the hammers instead of these. Now I'm wounding you on 3s. That is a wounding hit. -1 rend, 2 damage. So you go to a 6-up save.
6-up.
Fail it.
And on a 5 or 6.
Now I've got the other 2 not tridents, the other 2 javelins going into her as well. They are hitting on 3s. That is lost dice. Rolled a 3 and a 2 there. So wounding on a 3. That does wound. No rend on this.
5-up.
Fail it. Gonna take 2 damage otherwise.
Saved it.
Or no, actually,
yeah,
the talisman, so you get to roll 2 dice.
Yeah, sorry, 2 dice, yeah. Saved 1 and the other.
Okay, so you said both. Did you do that on the first 2 damage you did?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah. And you got through, so.
Nice. Moving down the line, next we're going to have the Adjudicators. Put shots over into you. So the boss hitting you on a 2-up, rerolling 1s. He hits. How many hits is that worth? For 2. Rest of the unit putting shots now, hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s, because they're close enough to other units. Okay, so 4 hits, so 6 hits total.
Ouch.
Wounding on 3s, rerolling 1s. So reroll that. And there we go, that's 6 wounding hits, -1 rend. So you're down to, what, a 5-up save?
6-up save
6-up save?
On them.
Okay, so you passed one of your saves, and then you get to ignore wounds, mortal wounds on 5s or 6s?
5s or 6s.
So you got 5 dice to roll here. For a little bit of help, you're going to take another 4 wounds, though, down to 3 remaining on her. Last little bit, I believe, will be the Celestin throwing Cloak of Hammers over into that unit of Demonettes. How many hammer throws? 2. Demonettes there. Do believe that is it for shooting, so let's move over to this side of the board, see if this big old unit of Liberators can make a charge.
Oh,
yeah, 11 inches, that's definitely going to be in. Completing their charge like so. Over to my combat, obviously I'm going to pick them to pile in and swing first. So we're going to do the pile-ins and we'll be right back. Piled in and ready to swing. So let's do these swings going into the Herald first. I'm going to put everything I can into her. Alright, ready to swing into the Chariot there. Hitting on 3s because of Laylo the Tyrant. Pretty good roll to get started with. We'll wound you on 3s because I've got the hammers of hammering. Pretty good. That is a grand total of 8 wounding hits. So you're going to start off with basically it's a 5 up and then a 5 up.
Exactly.
So that's saved over there. And otherwise, yeah, there's still 7 wounding hits there. So 5s to ignore the wounds.
She is dead.
No bueno, down she goes. Womp womp. Remaining Liberators swinging into the Demonettes here. I'm hitting on 4s. I got to re-roll 6s because of the
Demon Locust for them.
Gotcha. So I got 1 6 in there. I will need to re-roll.
Oh.
To a 6, still hits. That always is nice. 4 hits, wounding on 3s. That is a grand total of 2 wounding hits against them.
5 up saves.
Losing 2 models. That's not too bad though.
Yeah, I think I'll take her. And maybe her.
And that is enough. That was enough to kill off that chariot too.
Oh
so.
yes, of course. Get her out of there.
Pretty good first swing of the game. So you get to pile in your Demonettes and get some swings now. So we'll let you do that and be right back. Pile in like so. Get a whole bunch of attacks against me.
Be 10 piled in, so 20 attacks.
Nice. But before you swing...
Unpredictable destruction.
On a 6. Okay, yeah, the 1 won't do it, unfortunately.
No dice.
So now what are you hitting on?
I'm hitting on 4s, but they get +1 to hit for being within 10 inches of my general.
Okay.
So they're hitting on 3s, and they generate extra attacks now on 4, 5, and 6.
Ooh, nice. Alright, looking for 3s to hit. Good solid amount of hits in there. And anything that is a 4, 5, or 6, you get to generate extra attacks on, right?
That's right.
Nasty.
Looks like a lot of them.
Generating 12 extra swings there. Again, these are hitting on 3s or better. So most of them hitting. I think we missed like 1. Ugh.
It's a good one.
These all wound on 4s. And I'm going to have a ton of saves to make here. Gotta roll some saves now. I'm saving on... It's 5 up.
It's 5s. They do it.
Oh, rerolling 1s. Reroll the 2 1s for a little bit of help. And let's figure this... Let's play the game of how many Stormcast just died. Because I think it's a bunch. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 models dead. Whoa. Nasty. That's what the unit looks like after that. We are still engaged with these 2 models here, and they are within 24 to be immune to Battle Shock. So at least I got that going on. That's right over to Battle Shock now. So they get a roll. They can't lose any models, but on a roll of 1, you'll get D6 models back. No. Alright, so we're going to go over to Chaos turn 2. Over to the Chaos side. Hero phase. Going to start off with the command ability.
Command ability from the Keeper.
And what's that actually give you? An extra +1 to hit?
Actually, if I put it on a unit of Slaanesh demons, they get to pile in and attack twice in the next combat phase.
Okay. Nice.
Yep.
So you got to put it onto a unit then?
I'm going to put it onto that unit of demonettes.
Okay. Over to casting now. Where do you want to cast?
I'm going to cast with the Keeper of Secrets, Mystic Shield on Balakor.
Okay. You're looking for 6. I'm getting it with a 10. No way for me to stop that, so Mystic Shielded. Next, we're going to go Arcane Bolt from Bellicor onto my General. I'm looking for that 5 to cast. Okay, yeah, you're going to get it with 12. And that is D3 mortal wounds for 1 mortal wound. Second bit of casting will be Bellicor putting Enfeebling Foe over into my General. And that's -1 to my wound rolls.
Exactly.
Okay, that's pretty good. And what's this cast on?
Casting value of 6.
See if you get it. Getting it with an 8, so Enfeebling Foe on my General. That's it for the hero phase, so we're going to go over to movement. This unit of Demonettes is going to run 7 plus another d6. Getting to go an extra 2 for a 9-inch move total. Flowing around the rocks just like so. Who's up next?
I'll be moving Be'lakor next.
Be'lakor next. Gonna run or just move?
Just move him.
Okay. Flappy flap up the board he goes.
So he goes 12.
Does he get the diminished stats from taking damage? Or?
No, he doesn't.
Okay.
It's just the keeper.
But he still counts as a monster?
Yes.
Cool. He's going to end up right over here. Be'lakor is moved over there to support, so the keeper's going to move now. You're down to a 13-inch move because I damaged you a little bit. Right to there. Next up is the mask. Going to move up much the same way, I can only assume.
Yep, she still has a 10-inch, so...
Okay, yeah. Yeah, because she doesn't get diminishing stats ever. Okay. Seeing a distinct split in the army now, and almost into like 3 different portions. So we're going to go over here to the Seekers. They're going to run. They're, what, move 15?
15 plus 2d6 for their run.
Okay, 11. And they get to go in 11. So that's another 26-inch move. Moving all the way, basically, into the backfield now. I knew they were fast, but I still... That's a lot of movement for 2 turns. A lot of movement.
Yeah, that's good.
Last little unit of Demonettes here, gonna run?
Gonna run.
Okay, so 7 plus another 6 for a 13-inch move. Running down off the hill over to here, leaving your home objective potentially dangerously exposed, but you got a game plan on this one. So that is it for movement. Do you have any shooting or no?
No shooting.
So right to charges?
That's right.
Where do you want to start off?
I'll start with Be'lakor.
Okay, let's see if he charges then. Gets to go 6 inches, so yep. He's able to make it into combat. You go straight ahead there.
Straight ahead.
Over to the Seekers now. They're going to try to charge. How far do they get to go? 7 inches. Yeah, you're definitely into combat. Completing their charge. Kind of moving the train down the board here. Unfortunately, I got kind of bottlenecked a little bit there. Who do you want to declare a charge with next?
We'll do these Demonettes over here.
Okay. 2d6-inch charge. Get to go 6 inches. Let's check to see if you're in. Looking at all your options, deciding that is all you're going to go. Not wanting to move anything else. We kind of talked about it. The way I've got the battle line set up is that if either of these 2 heroes charge in, you're going to be fighting multiple units, which just does not seem like a winning thing for you. And Be'lakor should be able to take care of those guys without much of an issue. So that brings us right over to combat. Where do you want to start? What unit do you want to pick first?
I'll pick this unit of Demonettes.
Okay, so they get to. So this is the unit you get to choose twice. So this is going to be their first pile in and attack. Piled in just like that. So getting ready to swing. Good amount of attacks coming my way.
Need 12 of them here.
Okay, and they're hitting on 3s.
Exactly, just like the last.
Okay, and 4s, 5s, and 6s get to potentially generate some more, but an okay amount of 1s and 2s I'm seeing. So basically, yeah, either you hit and you get to generate more attacks, or you missed. And generating extra attacks. 3s. Oh, that made up for it. So only 2 misses out of that batch. And now you are wounding me on what, 4s?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see if my Stormcast can live through this. Oh, they might
Not
be 5.
good.
Not good at all for you. I get a 5-up save, rerolling 1s. Rerolling 1s. Nope. 2 wounds, so I'm going to lose a model. I will pull this one back here. Over this way now. I'm going to pile into Be'lakor and see if I can do some damage. Be'lakor is the closest enemy model, so piled into him just like that. Let's see if I can do some damage to get, what, 5 wounds remaining?
That's right.
Getting 6 swings into you, hitting on 3s. That's 4 hits so far. Wounding on 3s. That's 3 wounding hits. You're rocking, what, a 4-up save right now?
A 4-up plus he has Mystic Shield on.
So 3-up?
3-up. Oh!
Still taking 2 wounds.
Ouch.
Down to 3 remaining. Nice. Your pick now. You're going to pick for the Demonettes to pile in and swing again?
That's right.
Alright, let's see if they do better this time. Piled in, managed to bring a couple more in, so you got 8 able to swing here. Gonna remember unpredictable destruction this time, looking for a 6.
Oh, yeah.
No! So that means you're basically hitting on 2s and 3s are generating extra attacks?
That's right.
Okay, I'm gonna lose some guys here. Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no. Okay, there's still 4 misses in there, but these all get to generate extra attacks.
That's right.
Generating all these extra attacks now, hitting on 2s.
Nice.
Oh, only 1 extra hit on that. That's embarrassing. Oh no! Okay, so yeah, you've got way more dice than you actually had attacks at the beginning of this.
Yes, way more.
And these are all wounding me on 4s?
On 4s.
Okay, let's see what you can do. A better hit than last time for sure, but a lot of 1s and 2s and 3s in there still.
That's right.
5 up save on my Liberators, rerolling 1s. Not that much help. No. Okay, so let's get this figured out. Yeah, I still rolled pretty good. That's 1, 2, 3.
Oh, no!
3.5 models dead. So
yeah, because now you got a perfect spot to put your Drake off.
Yeah, that's the idea. 2, 3, and the boss man will take a wound. Look at my options. So they got no more swings, right?
They're all done.
And do they have any way more to cause any damage here?
They
roll
don't.
bad or anything? Okay. So I think we're going to start off with him piling in to get base there and move right up. Alright, so he's into swing here now. He's getting the +1 to hit, but he's going to reroll 5s and 6s. Okay. So, 3s. There's a 5 there, so reroll.
Nice!
Okay, so only 1 hit. I do get to wound you on a 3.
Oh.
It is a wounding hit.
Let's see,
5 up save?
Saved it!
Oh, they're fine. Alright, Opting, do you have your Seekers piling in swing now?
Yep.
Let's see how many you can get in. Piling in. You only got 3 able to swing here, so I'm pretty happy about that. Did they get any special bonuses or anything for being a big old unit, or?
No, they just have on 6 up, I get an extra attack.
Okay. So hitting on what normally? 4s?
Hitting on 4s. And rolling 1/6.
Okay, so you get 1 extra attack. So 3 hits total. What do you wound on? 4s?
4s.
1 wounding hit.
With rend.
Okay, so my 4 up save goes to a 5 up save. And I don't make it, so 1's going to take a wound. Drop a wound on him back there. Get a couple swings with the mounts now.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
2 each, 6 attacks, 4s and 4s.
2 hits.
And nothing.
Nothing wounds. Okay. Now I gotta decide who's going where. I think I'm gonna send my Dracoth in to get some fighting done. He's got so many buffs and debuffs on him right now. I'm just going to pile a little bit like that. Maintain that 1-inch distance. Start off swinging with my lightning hammer. It's hitting on 2s, but I reroll 5s or 6s. So I'm gonna have to reroll these 2. Pretty good. Everything hits.
2 mortal wounds on me with the lightning.
That's 2 mortal wounds onto the unit.
Take her and
Hold him from the back.
her.
Dracoth's claws and fangs now. 3 attacks. Again, I'm going to hit on 2s because of the bonus. So everything hits, but I reroll the 6s.
Oh.
That still worked pretty well. Dracoth hits, wounding on 3s. 6s are the intolerable damage.
Oh.
So there's 1 in there. And that is... It's the -1 rend, so you're going to have to take the save. And depending on what you roll, this could be the d6 damage. 6 up save. Failing it. So d6 damage.
Oh,
For 6.
No.
Oh, that's nasty. Now I'm going to do the 2 swings with the hammer. I'm jumping back. I got 2 hits with the hammer. I forgot to roll the 2 wounds. So the lightning hammer is wounding you on a 3 up. Okay. So that is 1 more wounding hit. With -1 rend. So you're on a 6 up save. Ooh. Fail it. 2 damage. Pretty good. Over to this side of the board, Bellicor is going to swing. I only assume he's going to murderize these guys.
Let's hope so. 6 attacks, 3s and 3s.
Ooh, only 3 hits so far. And that's 2 winning hits. What kind of rend does he got?
-2.
-2 rend, so I go to a 6 up save, rolling 1s. Reroll the 1. Nope. 2 failed saves.
2 damage each.
They're 2 damage each, that's 4 damage total.
4 damage.
So you're going to kill off these 2. Over to my turn to swing. Adjudicators, so he's going to pile to lock these ones here. He's going to pile to lock him there, and that's all I really care about moving at the moment. Actually, no, yeah, might as well. No, they're fine where they're at. Get 2 attacks. You're going to be hitting on 2s because the boss is close enough by. So that is a grand total of 2 hits. They wound on 4s, rerolling 1s because they got enough units close by. No wounding hits though. End of the turn now. It's over to Battle Shock, so I don't have to take Battle Shock because everybody's within the Dracoth bubble. These have to take Battle Shock. It's basically D6 models are going to flee, but on a roll of 1 you're going to get models back. Roll high for me. Only a 2, so 2 models are going to flee, but at least you're not getting anything
just
back.
Just 1 because they have the...
Oh yeah, plus 1, yeah, because you still have enough models left.
So I'll take her, I guess.
Give you guys a quick little sweep of the battlefield. Stormcast are definitely getting surrounded, but they're holding their own here, doing a lot of damage. We're going to roll to see who goes first in the next battle round. We're going to have Order roll up first. The D6 roll will be a 6.
Oh, no. I
and
don't believe
to 4. I'm definitely taking it, my friend. We're going to go on to turn 3 Stormcast.
Use it.
So in my hero phase, you picked the Protectors with
right.
Bellicor. So what does that mean?
Each time the Protectors try to cast a spell, charge, move, or attack, they have to roll a dice. On a 4 or more, they get to do it. Anything else, they don't. And this will last until the end of the battle round.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and read it, because does that mean that they won't be able to come down?
I think you might have to roll for it if it counts as their move.
Okay, let's figure this out. I need to make this hero phase count. So let's see what we can do. We're going to go the double command ability, of course, again. And let's move down the line, see what the Lord Castellant is able to do. Castellant going to shine his lantern over at the mask, cause D3 mortal wounds. Good chance I might kill her here.
Oh,
2 mortal wounds. The mask goes down, unfortunately.
Shame.
I guess fortunately for me. Next, we're going to have my Lord Relictor do his prayer over here for a lightning storm onto that Keeper of Secrets. Going to work on a 3-up.
Yeah!
And it doesn't work. No mortal wounds. But I do get to do the Divine Light, which I think I'm going to go for Divine Light over on... Do I want to put it on your unit? Not sure what to use the Divine Light on. Do I want to put on one of my units or yours? You know what? I'm going to use it on your Demonettes. No, I'm going to use it, on the Dracoth. Okay. Yeah, onto my Dracoth. Works on a 3-up. It doesn't work anyways. After all that drama. Super amazing, good hero phase. I don't think I could have asked for much more. I think it's time to... Yeah, let's get on to movement to see if I can do some damage to you. I think we are going to start with my Prosecutors are going to move. Moving to right there. It is time to drop some Paladins. First of all, I'm going to roll a 4 up on the Protectors to see if they can come in, because that's how we're trying to figure out Bellicor's rule. So on a 4 up, they are able to drop in.
Seems so.
Nope, they're not coming in. Well, Decimator's coming in, though. Decimator's dropping right here. They're going to get some good damage this turn, I think. Next up, Lord Castellant will move over this way. Lord Celestant will jump up there. I think that's all I'm really worried about for movement. Let's go into some shooting. I'm going to start my shooting. I'm going to put all of my Protector shots over into, Prosecutor shots over into Bellicor. Start off 2 shots with my Trident going into you, hitting you on 3s. That is 1 hit, wounding you on 3s. Nope, nothing. Now 1 throw with the Javelin, that's more than 9 inches away. Hitting on 3, wounding on 3. You get a 3-up save. Passed it. And then the Javelin, that's close up. Misses. Oh. Next, my Lord Celestant, gonna go Cloak of Hammers into that Keeper of Secrets. How many hammers? 2 hammers, causing wounds, mortal wounds on a 4-up. 1 mortal wound, you're down to 6 remaining. Dracoth will drop his Storm Breath right in between these 2 here. So I'm gonna hit your your Keeper of Secrets on 4-up. It doesn't hit. The Demonettes does hit. D3 mortal wounds for 1. Trying to figure out where I want to put this unit of Judicators here. I could try to shoot Be'lakor down, because Be'lakor's pretty scary. You know, I got a lot of good options. You know what? Perhaps against my better judgment, they are going to put shots over into Be'lakor. I know he's got a 3-up save right now, but I think I might be able to get him. So first, the Prime hitting on a 2. It does hit. How many hits does it cause? 3. Other members of the unit. Looking for a big bad 3 to hit. Okay, pretty good. These are all wounding you on 3s, re-rolling 1s. Okay, only 4 wounding hits. You get your 3-up save because you ignore rend. Not a single wound to you. Uh-oh.
Awesome.
So over here now, putting all of these guys' shots into these Seekers. Thunderbolt crossbow, just D3 mortal wounds to the unit. For 1 mortal wound so far. And then all the Bolt Storm crossbows. All the Bolt Storms going into you now. Hitting on 3s, rolling 1s. So a couple re-rolls there. Pretty good. These are wounding on 4s, re-rolling 1s. There's no 1s in there. So it's a grand total of 6 wounding hits, no rend. Save. And it's going to cause a grand total of another 4 wounds. So it's going to kill off that one and another whole model and put a wound on somebody else. That's it for my shooting, so on to charges. Let's start with the Decimators here. Going to declare a charge. How far they go? 3 inches, nice. So enough to make it in. Moving them up to there. The other charge I'm going to declare is my Lord Castellant is going to go ahead and charge. 8-inch charge is enough to make it in. Where do I want to go? Right there. Out of all my combats to pick, I am definitely going to have my Retributors go, or sorry, my Decimators go and swing first. Counting up, looks like I got 30 attacks to swing with here, so that might take a dent to that unit. Swinging against you, I am hitting you on 3s.
Oh my god.
Good start. Now, that's about 19 hits, so wounding on 2s because of the Hammer Strike bonus. And missing out on 2 of those. Oh no. -1 rend means that you get a 6-up save on those Demonettes.
Uh-oh.
Saved 4 total. I'll lose a good amount here. Came out real quick, what, 13-ish?
13.
So 13 Demonettes down, that's almost half the unit. Decidedly less Demonettes in that unit now. Now you get to pick. Where do you want to swing?
I'm going to go with these Demonettes over here.
Gotcha. So let's use some piling and swing there. Piled in, ready to swing. You get 6 of the Demonettes onto that Liberator there. So you going to start with that?
Yeah.
Oh, unpredictable?
Unpredictable. Let's see.
Not getting it. So you're hitting me still on what now?
It's going to be hitting on 3s, and 5s and 6s are going to cause extra because of his battle trait.
Gotcha. I think you might kill him.
If I don't, that's pretty depressing.
It's true. Generating 4 extra attacks on 3s.
Oh.
Okay, only getting 1 more. It's a Liberator with a 1 wound left. You should still be able to get him. Okay. Wounding on 4s. Yep, that's not good. I get a 5-up save, rerolling 1s. He's dead anyways. Bloop. And now you got 3 Demonettes able to swing against my Dracoth. Swinging against the Lord on Dracoth now. He gives you the -1 to hit, but you get the +1 to hit. So basically, you're hitting on 4s, 6s generate extra attacks.
That's right.
Okay, you got 1 hit and 1 extra chance. Okay, nice. So you got 3 hits total. Wounding on 4s.
Nothing.
Not a single wounding hit. Nice. Looking at my options to swing, I'm swinging here. Because why not? 2 attacks, hitting on 3s. That's 2 hits. Wounding on 3s. That's 1 wounding hit. Can you fail a 3-up save? Nope.
Nice.
Nope, definitely not. Over to your choice now. Who do you want to swing with?
Let's do the Seekers.
Seeker's going to pile in where they can and get some swings.
Mm-hmm.
You managed to get 5 models in, able to swing. I assume everything's going to be going into the Judicators?
Yes.
Yep, you want them dead. Hitting on 4s?
On 4s.
6s generate extra swings.
Looks like 2 6s in there.
Let you roll twice more, getting 1 more attack. Not bad. Pull the 1-3, now you're wounding me on 4s?
Wounding on 4s.
Okay.
And there you go, with a rend.
-1 rend. So my 4-up save goes to a 5-up save. So I'm going to take 3 wounds before the chicken swing. Mount swinging now, what do they need?
4s and 4s.
Okay. Good hit. They don't do any extra.
No extra attacks, no rend.
Still a bunch more saves for me to take here. I get my 4-up save this time. Oh, okay, only failing 1.
Way. Look at all those 6s.
I know, that's pretty crazy. That's what I need for him to roll with that crazy shield of his.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to take a grand total of 4 wounds. So he'll be dead. He'll be dead. And I'll pop a wound over this way. Doesn't really matter what I swing with now. So let's go over. We'll have my Dracoth Lord swing with his hammer into these. Am I getting any minuses or anything here?
No, not
no
anymore.
debuffs?
Nope.
Sweet.
-1 to your wound roll from my last hero phase with
Gotcha.
Foe.
3 swings with my lightning hammer, hitting you on 2s, 5s, and 6s cause 2 mortal wounds.
Oh.
Okay, so that's just 4 mortal wounds.
Yeah, I'll take her. Don't need her now.
Same thing for the Dracoth now, hitting on 2s. Everything hits. Wounding on 3s, 6s are intolerable. Okay, only 1 wounding hit. And I think you still get your 5-up save out of this.
They do have Ren, so it'll be a 6. No save.
Failing with 3 anyways, 1 more model down. Alrighty, not too bad so far. I'm just going to finish up my side of the board because now it doesn't really matter who swings in what order anymore. So I'm going to go ahead, pile in the Judicators to get their swings. 3 attacks into you, hitting on 2s. That is 2 hits because I've still got the Celestine close enough. And wounding on 4s. 1 wounding hit. Get your, what, a 5-up save on them?
5-up save. Nice.
Passed. Uh-oh. Well, let's see if the Castellan can kill a couple. Castellan swinging in now. 3 attacks. They're going to hit on 2s because of the prime close by. So we get 3 hits. He wounds on 3s. Oh. Only 1 wounding hit. -1 rend.
6 up.
Nope. 2 damage. So we're going to kill that model and bump the wound over elsewhere. You over this side of the battle now and finish these swings. Bellicor first, see if you can kill off that last guy. What are you hitting on, like 3s?
3s and 3s.
Yep. That's better than last time, so we have 5 hits. Wounding me on 3s. Yeah,
there we go.
They're 2 damage apiece, right?
2 damage, -2 rend.
So 6s, rerolling 1s. Nope, can't trip 6 it. He's just dead. Poof. Now time to pile in some Demonettes. We're going to see how many swings you can get. Managing to get 12 Demonettes attacking. You might just wipe out the unit here. You get 1,000,000 attacks with them. Roll for your unpredictable destruction. Oh no!
Yeah.
That could be game changing, my friend.
Amazing.
Okay, so now you're hitting on what, 2s?
Hitting on 3s and 4, 5s, and 6s are extra
Gotcha.
attacks.
Okay, let's see what we got. Pretty good start.
Yeah, not bad. 2s.
Yeah, scratch that. You were hitting on 2s. Trying to cheat yourself out of extra hits.
I'm really good at that.
Okay, so now you've got the potential to generate some extra attacks here on 4, 5s, and 6s.
4, 5s, and 6s.
Let's see how many chances you get at that. Way more than I want you to be able to get. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Alright, generating more attacks, hitting on 2s. Stop, they're already dead. All right, quite a few hits. These are all going to wound on 4 still.
Wounding on 4s.
Show me 1s, 2s, and 3s.
Oh no! Look at them all.
Okay, let's can it and see what we end up with. Might just be average even. My 4-up save goes to a 5-up save. Oh, that's a bunch of fails. Poor unit ends up looking like this. Hopefully you flee a ton.
Could happen.
And then is that it?
That's it.
So I don't have Battle Shock anywhere to take, but do you want to start with the Battle Shock over here?
Sure, I've got 3 to take.
But you get -2 Bravery, down to Bravery 8.
And then +1 for having more than 10 models.
Yep. So Bravery 9.
And let's see what I roll. 1! Yes!
Oh!
And D6 models back. Hi, yes!
Okay, that really actually doesn't work for me at all.
Oh yeah.
Dang it.
And since it's my turn...
Oh no.
Put them back on.
We just had like a 20-minute discussion back and forth. Nah, there might be somebody yelling at me for this. I don't know if I'm doing it right. The way we're reading it, he rolled a 1, and the decimators are talking about changing the result. You still rolled a 1, so I'm giving you the models back. I think that is the proper way to do it. If I made a mistake, guys, I know you're going to point it out anyways, but let me know, and I need some kind of reference. Give me a page or a book or something. Probably best bet, shoot me an email on it. But let me know either way. But we're going to continue on with the game with bringing the Demonettes back. Roll over here for Battle Shock. Get a roll on the Seekers. So let's see if you roll a 1. Okay, you
5.
don't. You're going to roll a 5, and because of the lantern being nearby, you're going to add D3 to that result.
Okay.
So roll me another die.
Still not enough to add D3. So 6, 7, 8.
Yep.
9, 10, 11. And they have 11 bravery.
So you are still good. Yeah, you get 10 more models. Okay, so we're safe there. These Demonettes here, how many did you lose?
6.
6?
It's 10. And then add D3 to the result of that.
Add D3, yep. Adding another 1.
12, so 1 flees because they have 11 bravery. Unless
Yep.
there's less than 10 now. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So now there's exactly 10.
Okay, so we got 1 fleeing. Alright. Feel pretty good about that. That is it for the Stormcast turn 3. We're going to go over to Chaos turn 3. Where do you want to get started in the hero phase?
I'm going to start with my Keeper of Secrets command ability.
Okay. And that's just the bubble of +1 to hit?
This one will be pile in and attack twice.
Gotcha. Going onto them?
Onto himself.
Oh, onto himself.
Onto himself.
Nice. Okay, and then anything for Be'lakor?
They're both going to be casting, but other than that, nothing special. So
Gotcha. Where do you want to start your casting?
I'll start with the Keeper casting Mystic Shield on himself.
Okay, looking for 6, getting it with an 8. So Mystic Shield is up, and it's only able to cast 1, right?
Yes, he is. So he's
Okay.
done. Be'lakor is going to cast Arcane Bolt on the Decimators there.
Yes, indeed.
And he gets it.
And D3 more wounds.
Oh,
1. So that's to kill off this one here. And then another spell.
Yeah, might need the measure, so.
Gonna go for an enfeebling foe up here. You're gonna roll a 6 to get it on my Lord Celestant.
Oh!
Failing with a 5. Okay. Something else to do in the hero phase for the Keeper of Secrets. What is it here?
Dark Temptations. So I'm offering you a gift of power. One of your heroes can have up to 6 extra attacks, but if you roll any 1s
On the before modifiers
on a hit roll, they're immediately destroyed.
That is so tempting, but no.
Not gonna take it?
Not willing, because there's not a reroll, right? So.
Yeah, no rerolling 1s.
Yep, I'm not going for it. I will
Okay.
not accept the gift of power.
Doesn't hurt to offer.
That's it for the hero phase. We're gonna go over to movement. Where do you want to start for movement?
I'll start with Be'lakor.
We cannot. Okay, Be'lakor 3 wounds left, but he's not any slower. He flies what, 12?
12 inches.
Okay, let's see where he ends up. Right over to there. Keeper up next. You still get to move 12 inches, even though it's hurt. You know where you want to
I know
go.
exactly where I want to go.
Okay, go for it.
I don't think it's going to be more than a foot. So he's going...
Jumping right up there to be 3 away.
Yep. I guess he has...
Wobbly, yeah. Put him back that way. It's close.
He'll be fine. After I make a charge, he's okay.
Last but not least, these Demonettes going to run 7 plus another 1 for an 8-inch move. Twice as fast as my guys anyways.
So I'll just move him 7.
Back over to the objective?
Yeah.
I was hoping you'd forget about it.
Indecisive, and now your protectors can possibly come down, so...
Yep. That is it for movement. You don't have any shooting, right?
No shooting.
So straight over to charges?
Yep.
Where do you want to start? Bellacore?
Let's do Keeper Secrets first.
Okay, Keeper Secrets. It's not a double 1, so you're able to make your charge.
So he's going to get in with both of those, Phil.
Yep, that's good. We know where he's at.
Okay.
Where it's at. Bellacore next for the charge. Yeah, 10-inch charge will get him into combat.
Just want him right there.
Yep, makes sense. Straight over to combat, onto that Keeper of Secrets. Where do you want to direct attacks? What attacks does it have?
He has 2 different attacks. He has one that has 5 attacks, hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s, ran 2 damage, and another one that has 3 attacks because of the rune sword.
Gotcha.
And it's 3s and 3s now because he's wounded with a rend of -2 and D3 damage each.
Ooh.
So I'm...
Alright. So, where do you want to direct your swings?
Everything is going into Celestion on Dracoth.
Yeah, which is pretty well the key for my battle right now. So you're +1 to hit from Dark Avengers, canceling out my -1 to hit.
Yes.
So what are we swinging with first?
First I'm going to do Unpredictable Destruction on him.
Yep, Bellacore's close enough.
No. So I'm doing his 5 attacks, his claws into the
Dracoth?
on Dracoth, yeah.
Yep. And so what are they hitting on?
3s and 3s.
Getting 3 hits.
And I'm re-rolling 1s on wound rolls. So that's
2 wounding hits. What's the rend?
Rend of -1.
Okay, so I go to a 4-up save. You're rolling 1s. 2 saves made. Woo! The sword swing now. 3 attacks hitting on
3s and 3s.
Okay. 3 hits. Wounding on 3s.
Re-rolling 1s here. No 1s.
3 wounding hits. What's the rend?
-2.
Okay, -2 rend puts me to a 5-up save, re-rolling 1s. Okay, 1 passed, 1 failed. If this one passes, I get to do a mortal wound for my shield to you. And it does! Okay, so you're going to take a mortal wound. And how much damage does it do?
D3.
Okay.
Gotta find the 5 here.
And damage? 2. So he's down to 4 wounds remaining. As I get my swings. I think I'm going to go ahead and swing with my... I can't afford to lose him, and you got a million attacks here, right? What was the bonus for having 10 or more models?
Extra attacks on... Oh no, there's nothing for 10, it's 20.
Oh, okay, so they're down past that anyways.
Yeah, they're toast.
Because I'm thinking, should I attack with him? The Dracoth Lord, or should I go over to these guys? They're probably going to die.
They'll probably die. He only needs 3 hits on them, and they can barely save anything, so...
Well, it's 4s rolling 1s. 6s rolling 1s then. Ugh! Gross! You know what? They're on their own there. Dracoth, let's get this done. I don't want you to die to Demonettes. Swinging my hammer at you. I am hitting on 2s here. 5s cause 2 mortal wounds. Uh-oh. Well, there's 2 mortal wounds at least.
Those 2.
And then the Dracoth getting its swings. Hitting on 2s. So everything hits. And I'm looking for intolerable damage here. Wounding on 3s, 6s cause D6.
Oh!
Okay. So, you gotta save these separate. Save the intolerable first on
a 6. Oh, yes!
No! And then the regular?
There you go.
Okay. So much for that.
A good spot. It's not going to be a problem.
So, I completely and totally forgot that your Keeper Secrets can pile and swing twice because of its command ability. This is going to hurt. So it's going to do it again?
He is, but now he's down to only 4 attacks.
Okay.
So, for his claws. So,
yep.
3s and 3s again. Oh.
So we got 2 hits. 1 wounding hit with the claws. What's the rend here?
Rend of 1.
Rend of 1, so I go to a 4-up save. Rerolling 1s. I passed.
And his next one is...
The Rune Blade? Yep.
3s and 3s.
Uh-oh.
Great.
1 hit. Okay. Minus what? 2 rend?
Minus 2.
5 up save, rolling 1s. Pass the save. There we go. See, it was all part of my plan. Like that was all intentional. Just drama for the viewers. Okay, I gotta try not to die. Well, let's see if I can kill Bellicor. Go stab him.
That'd be horrifying if you get him.
It'd be pretty funny. Starting my swings. 2 javelins hitting on 3s. Wounding on 4s. It wounds. Get a 3 up save.
4 up save. He doesn't have missed. Oh, you got him.
It's down to 2. Time for the trident now. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 4s. No! That would have been enough to kill him potentially if you failed. Okay, he's down 2 wounds though. That's pretty good.
Do it.
Why didn't I swing with him? I got so focused on trying to kill Bellicor, I forgot all about him. Oh no, I'm sorry.
So I guess I'll just get her in.
Yep.
And then call it like that.
Okay.
So.
Rolling unpredictable destruction after the pile-in.
Nothing.
I don't think you're gonna need it anyway. Okay, so you're hitting on what?
Hitting on 4s.
4s, okay.
And 5s, since there's still 20 in that unit, 5s and 6s are extra attacks.
Okay. Okay. 4 chances to roll extra attacks here.
Nothing.
Okay. And then you're wounding on 4s?
Wounding on 4s.
Oh, I'm gonna have to pass a bunch of saves here. I go to a 5 up save. I can only fail 2. I fail my 3. That is enough barely to kill him off. Huge mistake on my part, but that's the game, folks. Whew. Okay, let's go over here. Gonna pile to right. Actually, no, you know what? It's fine where it is. He's gonna try to hit you with his halberd. Wounding you on 3s. That is a grand total of 2 wounding hits with a -1 rend.
6 up.
Failing both to 2 damage apiece.
4 damage. 1, 2, 3.
Killing off 2 models and transferring that wound along.
That was 1, 2, 3. Because that's my Allurus.
There you go. Seeker's next to pile in and swing. Yeah, really glad that big unit isn't getting as many swings as it could. Able to get 6 in there to swing. So starting with the demons on top.
Just gotta check and see how far away they are from...
Oh, for potential unpredictable? How far do you get to be? Is it 8 or 10?
Unpredictable is 8, but his Dark Avenger is 10, so...
Oh.
See how far they are, and then...
Go from there.
They're a 10-inch, so they're gonna get Dark Avenger, but not unpredictable.
Okay. Alright, tons of swings. You are hitting me on 3s now?
3s now, and 5s and 6s generate extra attacks.
Okay, let's see what we get. Again, a decent amount of extra attacks being generated. You're getting...
3s are good, so...
Yep. 4 extra attacks generated?
6.
Oh, 6. Alright, and then 3s. Getting 4 more attacks. Wounding on 4s?
On 4s. Not a lot.
I don't know. That's still pretty good. I've only got a 5 up save now. Oh, okay, never mind. I'm going to roll clutch and only take 3 wounds. So this one's dead. That one's dead. 12 attacks with the mounts. Probably enough to finish last guy off. You're looking for 3s and 4s?
3s and 4s.
But no generating anything extra, no rend.
Unfortunately.
You know, fortunately.
For me.
Yeah. Okay. 4 wounding hits. Statistically, should be enough to kill me. 4 up save. Yep, he's dead.
Yeah.
Bloop. Uh-oh. Okay, it's my Lord Celestant now. Gonna go boop over to there. And there's nothing crazy when I hit you, hit me back, or any way for you to damage me. Okay.
Nope.
Let's try to hit you with the sword. 4 attacks with his sword, hitting on 2s. Oof. Nice, wounding on 3s. That is 3 wounding hits with a -1 rend to you.
So with Mystic Shield, it goes to a 4 up. And 1 wound.
Okay, so you're down to 4 remaining?
4 remaining.
And I get some hammer swings. Hammer swings now, 3s to hit, 3s to wound, 1 wounding hit, no rend.
3 up save. Oh!
Fail it! Down to 3 wounds remaining. Over to Be'lakor. See if Be'lakor can do his thing.
Gonna do unpredictable destruction.
Yep.
Nothing.
Okay.
And 3s and 3s here.
Ugh. Woo.
Still enough to kill him if... Oh,
okay.
Man.
So what's it? -2 rend?
-2, yep.
So I go to a 6-up save rolling 1s. No. 2 damage apiece?
Yes.
So that's just going to leave Trident guy. That's all I really need. Last thing to swing is the Demonettes.
So unpredictable destruction. Nothing.
And you've got 3 able to swing because they aren't able to pile because they got hit by a hammer.
So they're hitting on 3s. 5s and 6s are extra attacks.
Okay. Really good start.
Really good. Oh,
Nothing there. Okay, that's still like everything hit. You didn't get more hits than you had swings. 4s?
4s. Ooh, not bad.
That's
bad
pretty. No, that's super bad. 4-up save, rolling 1s.
Oh, come on.
Okay, so I failed 1 and I get a reroll here. And since I passed it, you take a mortal wound. And I'll go down a wound. It's down to 3. Good job, buddy. Good job.
Unkillable.
Right now, yeah. Actually, you know what? You would have been getting -1. Oh, sorry, I would have canceled out the -1/+1.
Yeah.
Dark Avenger.
Yeah.
Perfect. Time for Battle Shock. So here, the initial roll is going to be... Oh, no.
Again with this.
Okay, getting D6 back. 1.
Oh,
okay.
just the
You know
one
what? That's
wound.
fine. That's a push.
That's okay. I'm going to put my Allurus in a convenient spot for next time.
Right there. And then for this unit here,
Okay.
really tough for you to fail anything.
3, 4, 5. Even with a D3, I
Yeah,
can't.
they're still fine.
And then...
I think that's it.
That's it.
Yeah, I
That's
didn't
all
get to swing there because I'm a dum-dum. That's the 3rd battle round done. Going on to the 4th battle round, we get a roll. Order is going to roll a 5.
Come on.
And a 5. No!
Come on, baby. Come
Chaos gonna roll
No,
a 2.
every
Order gonna
time.
roll a 1.
Yes!
Ah!
Taking it.
Brings us over to the hero phase. Where do you want to start?
I'm going to start with Arcane Bolt from the Keeper into... Actually, from Be'lakor into...
Into that?
Into that,
Yep. It definitely works. D3.
Yeah!
Enough to kill it off. Uh-oh. Finishing the casting here, gonna go for Mystic Shield onto himself.
Yeah, onto himself.
Okay. Definitely getting it. So he's Mystic Shielded. And then spell for the Keeper.
Yes. I can't pronounce it. Cacophonic Choir, I think.
Okay.
And let's casting value of 6.
Getting it with an 8.
So I roll 2 dice and 5. So
Okay.
nobody takes any.
So anything that had bravery less than 5 would have taken some damage though?
D3 mortal wounds, yeah.
Gotcha. And the hero phase is going to do the command ability on the Keeper.
On the Keeper. And
Yeah.
I'm also going to make you an offer.
No.
Not going to take it
I don't
again?
care.
Not a gambler?
No.
Come on, look
Nope.
at this.
Nope. Not going to do it.
Okay, so yeah, that's the end of the hero phase.
And so
Pilot,
movement.
yeah, pilot and attacks on him. So.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And then movement. You're going to move these Demonettes.
I'll move Be'lakor first.
Okay. Okay. Let's figure out where he's going. We'll be right back. Be'lakor going flap over this way.
Fly to there.
Uh-oh. Demonette's going to move now.
Gonna run him. 5 plus 7.
Woo! So making a 12-inch move. So they're basically right here. Oh no. Why is everything so fast? This last unit of Demonette's here.
Gonna run him. 4.
So an 11-inch move total. I assume he's... Yeah. Dang.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've moved the Demonettes there, and Seekers are going to flee.
They are.
So 15 plus another 2d6.
Plus 7.
Okay, so a 22-inch move. Now they can't charge after fleeing, or they can't?
No, they can't.
Bringing them back to way over here. Gonna make some charges. Where do you want to start?
Start with these Demonettes.
Okay. How far are they going? 5 inches total. That's enough to get them in. Ending up right there. Next up, Be'lakor. Gonna do his thing. 10-inch charge.
Oh, yeah, beautiful.
Right over to combat. Where are we gonna start?
Start with Blackor.
Okay, swinging into the Azeros.
Yes.
Okay, let's do this.
Unpredictable. No.
Not gonna work.
He has the shimmering Sigmar armor, or
he's got the Sigmar armor as well. Yeah.
Okay, so it's
okay. Let me figure out what heroes have got it here because there was 3 I said that had it. So yeah, 1, 2, 3.
Okay, so all the attacks are going into Knight Azeros.
Okay.
It'll be 3s and 3s because of Dark Avenger.
Yep.
Ugh.
Okay. So far, so good.
Yes.
Not great. What's the rend on it? -2?
-2. 6 up or 5 up?
I think it's a 5 up. Yeah. How much damage are they each?
2. Oh, come on.
I'm gonna pass 2.
I don't believe it.
Take 2 damage. Woo!
Crazy.
All right, there it is. Now we're gonna have my Lord on Dracoth swinging into that Keeper of Secrets. Swinging in my Lightning Hammer, hitting on 2s. Okay, so we get 2 hits. There's 2 mortal wounds. He's down to 1. Okay, come on. Wounding you on 3s. 1 wounding hit.
With a rend?
I do believe so, yep.
He's dead.
Got him. Nice. Rest of the attack's wasted, but I'm okay with that. Choosing to do the big group of Demonettes next. We're going to do some pile-ins, and we'll be right back to see how many swings you can make. Completing the pile-ins like so. We've got 3 able to swing against the Lord Celestant up there, so let's take care of those first. Dark Avenger. I remembered it for once, guys.
Unpredictable destruction.
Oh, you...
But,
I called it the wrong thing, but I remembered it.
But hey, you remembered it. That's the important thing.
Bonus for Josh. That's why I don't play Chaos.
So I've got 3 of them in there, my Allures, so
yep.
7 attacks here.
Hitting on.
4s and 5s and 6s are extra attacks.
Okie dokie.
So 4 hits.
Not bad.
And 1 wound.
And I'm able to claim 3 up save. Oh, he's fine on a 5. 6 balls able to swing to the Liberators.
So
I know we're gonna get comments. I forgot the armored silvered Sigmar right there, but it didn't cause any damage anyways, so we don't have to go back and delete clips to fix it. We got what, 4 hits?
with 3 extra attacks.
Okay, generating 2 extras there against those Sigmarites. Wounding on 4s. Ooh,
So not so great.
not so great at all. I got a 5 up save rolling 1s. Okay, gonna lose 2 wounds. We'll kill off this model. I'm going to have my Celestant do his swings now into that unit of Demonettes, starting with his sword, hitting on 2s. And then I'm looking for 3s to wound. It's 2 wounding hits.
6 up.
Save 1.
1.
2 hits. 2 wounds.
5 up. Double
Yeah.
saves.
There you go. Demonettes, not great chances to pile here. But you still get a bunch of swings. You might be able to get him finally. Roll for unpredictable.
Hey, it worked again.
They're getting +1 to hit, which is offset by the -1 to hit.
So back to their 4s to hit. 6s are extra attacks.
1/6 in there. Nope, for no help. Still getting a grand total of 5 hits. Winning on 4s.
Oh,
Nothing.
jeez.
Nothing. Now it's over to, I think, just the rest of my swings, right? Okay, let's get this done.
So much.
With the pile-in, you did bring the Lord Castellan into combat.
Wonderful.
So he's going to go up there and try to hit you with a halberd. Hey guys, I think we might have hit a little technical difficulty there. The Castellan went in, swung, managed to kill 2 of them, and that was that for him. And now I've got to go ahead and do the rest of my swings, so I guess let's just move down the line. The Azeros is going to... Ooh, I got to check the pile where I can end up. 4 attacks with the Azeros, hitting on 2. And we've only got 2 hits. These wound Bellicor on 3s. Double 1s! Wah wah. Okay, Lord Relictor next. 4 attacks out of that Lord Relictor, looking for 2s. We got 3 hits, and then 3s. 3 wounding hits against Bellicor.
He has Mystic Shield, so 3 up.
Gonna take another wound, he's down to 1. Now let's go over here, have my Liberators make some attacks. 4 models swinging, I'm hitting you on 3s. And then I'm wounding you on 3s.
Whoa.
Pretty good, 6 wounding hits. No Ren, so you're on your what, 5-up save?
5-up save.
Oh, see, you passed half of them. You're only going to lose 3 models out of that. And I think that's all I really have to do. I'm not going to really worry about them because Bellicor is about to get the Lantern anyways and die, so I think that's it because I'm happy with where they're at. That's going to be the end of the turn. There's no Battle Shock on my end. There will be a little bit on yours. Not enough to cause anything too serious, I don't think, though. So for this unit of Demonettes here,
I lost 4 of them. And I rolled a 3, so that's 7. I don't think you can.
Yeah, the Lantern can do the D3, but not enough to make a difference.
And on them, I lost
2. So I don't think there's any way you can fail this. Yep. So you are fine as we move on to Stormcast turn 4. First things first in the hero phase, so I do not forget it. He's going to use his crazy lantern, so everything in the 8-inch bubble around him is going to be taking some mortal wounds. D6 hits to all these units, so D6 mortal wounds to this unit of Demonettes. They're going to take 2. To this unit over here, they are going to take 3. And then Bellicor is dead because he's only got the 1 wound remaining.
Unless you roll a 0.
That's a 5. Continuing with the hero phase, obviously they're going to use their abilities. Him. I think we're going to go for the prayer first. I think that prayer is going to be going on to... I'm going to try to put the Divine Light onto this big unit back here. Works on a 3-up. And it does work. So they're basically... I'm getting some rerolls against them. Then I get to call down my... Do I want to do the Healing Storm?
You don't need it.
Yeah, I really don't anywhere.
Blast those ones. Kill off that group.
Yeah, because if I can do that, then he gets his charge, he gets the bonus. I'm trying to think if there's any reason not to, because that was the original game plan, but I can't see it. So yep, gonna go for a Lightning Storm onto them. It works. D3 mortal wounds. Yep, 2 mortal wounds.
They're gone.
The Dracoth is free. Castellant wants to shine his light. Let's put it over onto these Demonettes because I want to get rid of them. So, gonna cause some mortal wounds. Oh, okay. Killed one. Over to my movement now. Do you want to go for it over there? Mr. Dracoth, do you? You know what? I'm gonna move the Dracoth the maximum over this way. So if any charges, I can get into one of these 2 units. Gotta try to be somewhat strategic about the rest of these. We are gonna have my Castellant move up to there. My Lord Relictor is actually, I think, now technically locked. I want to conserve some points. Which means my Knight Azeros is going to fly himself back to over here. Last thing I gotta do is I gotta bring in my unit of Paladins. Because their little beacon's gone, I gotta move them. They gotta be 9 away from any enemy models, so they're probably gonna end up over on this side of the field. Putting them down right there. It'll be a 9-inch charge to make it into combat. I think that's everything for right now, so we're gonna go over to shooting. Let's see if I can't do some damage to these big old unit of Demonettes. Go for the Prime first into you. Or sorry, the Lord Celestant into you. How many hammers is he going to throw? 2. Mortal wounds on 4-ups. And that's 2 mortal wounds to the unit. Next I'm going to drop the Dracoth Breath right back over there. So there's no chance of me hitting my own units. 4-up. It works. D3 mortal wounds. That's 1 mortal wound, getting another one.
Whittling them down.
Now for some Judicators putting shots in. Boss Man hitting on a 2. He hits. How many hits is that worth? 5. Good start, buddy. The rest of them hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s because you're Filthy Chaos. Okay, so it's a total of 9 hits from those 5 guys. Ooh. These are all wounding on 3s. No rerolls or help or anything like that. But that is 7 wounding hits on them. -1 rend puts you to a 6-up save.
Uh-oh. No saves.
That's another 7 Demonettes down, unfortunately. I think that's about it for shooting. So let's go to charges. My knight here is going to charge how far? 7 inches. I'm just going to put him right there. Time for the most important charges of the game. My unit of protectors. 9-inch charge to make it in. Come on! It's double 1.
Oh!
Embarrassingly bad charge. Do I want to send the Dracoth? Even unsupported, I feel pretty good about his chances. He's going in. Yeah, 9-inch charge.
Exactly.
He'll make it right to about there. Brings us right on to combat. So let's start here with the swings with the Lightning Hammer first. Hitting on 3s. Okay, so there's 2 mortal wounds. And then I'm wounding on 3-up. That is a wounding hit with a -1 rend, so you get a 6-up save. Not pass, so you're going to lose 2 more models. And then the Dracoth gets angry and swings. 3 attacks, hitting on 3s. Oh no, only 1 hit. 3s to wound, I'm looking for 6s though. No. Can you save it?
Nope.
Just another one dead.
Just 1.
Gonna move over here to do the combat with the Knight of Zeros and have the Seekers pile in, see how many attacks you can get. Managed to make it in with 3 models to swing. You're hitting on 4s.
Hitting on 5s now because of his armor.
Yep. Correct, yeah.
So no hit. Oh, 1, 2
You get 2 5s.
And then 4s.
Indeed, sir.
Only 1.
Okay, 1 wounding hit. -1 rend. I go to a 4-up save.
Nice.
Yeah, he fails it. He's down to 2 wounds remaining. You get some swings with the bounce.
And again with the 5s. Nothing.
Okay, so 2 wounds remaining on him. I think I'm going to have the Celestin do his swings. 4 attacks into those remaining Demonettes. Hitting on 2s. Wounding on 3s. That's 2 wounding hits so far.
2 dead.
Okay, and then 2 swings with my hammer. On 3s. Oh, double 1s. Uh-oh.
Oh, wow.
Piling in here, see if you can get my general. Only got 3 wounds left, man. You got 5 Demonettes. That's a lot of attacks.
Yeah, you never know.
Swinging in, hitting on 5s.
Couple hits. That was a 1.
Yeah, okay, a good amount of hits, actually. Way more than I was counting on. Wounding on 4s. That is 3 wounding hits.
Enough to kill him.
Okay,
come on.
So my 3-up save goes to a 4-up save, rolling 1s.
Oh. So
okay,
close.
That's pretty bad. That's pretty dumb.
Yeah, but now it's no problem.
It's true. Might as well have the Liberators here pile and attack. Moving up, getting 5 swings total. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. Only 2 wounding hits. You get your 5-up save.
Oh, got them both.
Failing both. Demonettes go down. And with that, I think we've just got the Zeros left to swing. Zeros has 4 attacks on 3s. And then I'm looking for 3s again. 1.
Ooh.
-1 rend, so you go to a 6-up save.
Ah.
Okay, gonna lose this 1 model here with the floating wound. I think that's it for my turn. Some battle shock tests over here. Not rolling a 1, that's all that's important. And back here.
On 1.
No, not getting the 1.
No.
Whew.
Oh man, that
pretty close.
Amazing. Look how many I got sitting there.
Going into the 5th battle round here, we're gonna roll. I think I've got this one in the bag, but let's see what the roll is and what the decisions made are.
3 and a
Stormcast gonna roll a 6. Oh, So I don't think there's really a way for me to... Because here's what I'm thinking. You gotta control my objective. And you're not going to be able to get all my mauls away to be able to do it. So if I give you first turn, you'll be able to eat him. And potentially eat him. But then I'm going to get you on points either way.
But
for
if
points destroyed.
If you take first turn, you can shoot at them.
Right, and then probably get that objective anyways.
Take it and win before I can even get a turn.
Yeah.
Which means you don't have to lose points.
Yeah, you know what? I think I will. I'll just go ahead and take the turn, and we'll do everything, and just... I think I'm going to win on it anyways, though. So my turn, hero phase, obviously, double command ability. My Relictor is going to go ahead and... I don't think he has range on much of anything for the 12-inch range ones. So I'm going to say that my Judicators are going to get their ability to make it tougher to hit them on a 3-up. So I get that. Over here, I'm going to boost the Judicator save by 1. And I think that's it for my hero phase. My movement phase now, we're going to go ahead. Judicator's just going to move up enough to be in range to shoot at those poor demonettes across the board. My Celestant is... You know what? I think that's about all I need. We're going to move up these guys as well. And I'm going to run him to get the Dracoth Lord into the bubble. So how far is he going to run? Goes an extra 3 for an 8-inch move total. Moving up right over that way. Like I said, I'm pretty good because once I kill them off, you won't be able to hold both objectives. So let's go right over to shooting. Yeah, you know what? Shooting. We're going to put the shooting back over this way. See if I can kill off some of these. Does the boss hit on a 2? He does. How many hits is it worth? Only worth 1 hit. The rest of the unit shooting in. Hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. Okay. And these are all wounding on 3s. And we've got a grand total of 3 wounding hits. 6-up save. No, nothing, so that's going to lose 1 model. Do you care which one it is?
No.
Okay, so we'll pull this one, and there's a floating wound back here. I'm going to do my charges, so my unit of Protector is going to charge. Yeah, nice. They get to go 9 inches. That's probably going to seal the game for me. Completing their charge like so. On to combat. You know what? Let's say we're going to swing with the Dracoth first. So the Crazy Hammer of Scariness, swinging in. I am looking for that big bad 2s to hit now, because I've got the Celestant on foot up there.
Oh,
okay.
4 mortal wounds. I'll leave you my Lourdes, I guess.
Okay, and then swinging with the Dracoth himself, hitting on 2s, wounding on 3s.
Hey.
It's still only 1 wounding hit.
6 up here. Oh, no. She's gone. Game over, man.
So at this point now, I am going to get to hold both objectives. You're just barely out of range back there to be able to hold that one. We checked that one out earlier. So that is a Stormcast victory. That was pretty intense.
Yeah, that was pretty intense.
Give you the awkward left-handed handshake first.
Right on.
And let's set the camera up and do a little post-game chat. And I need a break from holding the camera. Time for a little bit of a post-game chat. Oh, I'm exhausted.
Yeah, me too. It was a long one.
So you've played a good chunk of Age of Sigmar, but it's mostly against the same kind of people.
Yeah, I usually fight either Stormcast, Dark Elves, Ogres. That's usually it. That's usually who I'm fighting. That's
usually the go-to. So have you played, Stormcast army like this, or like an army like this since the new book came out?
No, I've played as Stormcast a couple times, but I haven't fought against them since the new book came out.
Gotcha. What are your thoughts on... We'll start with your thoughts on my army.
Love it. I have a very similar we have a very similar setup back home. And,
yep.
It's a great army. They're all very strong. They're really hard to kill. They do so much damage in the shooting and melee.
Every phase, they're just effective.
Yep.
They don't seem to master one phase, which is what I'm used to when I'm playing Destruction. but just every single phase they do something.
They do, and it used to be it was kind of offset by the slow movement speed, but now with the book and the teleporting that they can do, it's just
huge.
They're on your flanks in no time, and you got nothing you can do about it.
Right, being able to, if I had to face your whole army at the same time with the speed, that would have been easy for you to do, except for I was able to bring some guys in from the Celestial Realm and kind of pull apart your battle line.
Yeah, the bringing in those Liberators really helped out. It got my Chariot out of the running right away, kept my 30 Demonettes locked up for a full 2 battle rounds, so
exactly,
it was invaluable.
Kind of let me control the flow of battle. I played against Slaanesh once, and it was way back a while ago, a smaller game. Pretty cool army. They're definitely crazy fast, terrifyingly fast.
Yeah, I've been working on them for a while, and I've definitely found that the more models you get in a unit, that's what you want. You don't want small units of 5 or of 10.
Right.
You need the big ones to get
big
the bonuses.
beefy units of like 30 or more.
Exactly.
Gotcha. Okay, as far as the game, anything you would do different? Was there any big defining moments in the game for you that you would have done something different, or like what stands out?
I might have used those Seekers a bit differently. I just saw an opening where I knew I could get around the table into your flank really quick, and I did, but it was getting those Demonettes up there, not getting the charge that I wanted. The Keeper didn't do as well as I thought he would, so I maybe would have used them a bit differently.
Gotcha. I mean, I had a couple little tactical hiccups there, like forgetting to swing with the Decimator. I mean, that's 12 attacks on his own. That could have been huge.
Not going into the Keeper when he could pile in and attack twice.
I forgot all about that. And I remember I'm kind of looking at you going, like, he's got this weird look, and I'm trying to figure out what you're thinking.
I'm like, oh, just don't attack that Keeper.
And I'm like, okay, so I moved on. You're like, okay, Keeper's going to pile in and swing again. Oh, jeez.
Yeah. But it worked out for you. He didn't do any damage, and you survived the onslaught. And
that was definitely pretty game-changing. That was huge. Celestant on Dracoth. I was back and forth on which armor I should take, but the -1 to hit and melee is pretty good.
So good, especially when you're fighting people who can generate more attacks from certain rolls.
Right.
It just brings me down and down.
So yeah, because I had the options. I had that. I was thinking about taking the armor that reduces, I get a reroll on my armor if it is something that does multiple damage. But I already get a reroll from the shield, so I didn't have to worry about that. Or the -2 to hit with shooting, but again,
no shooting,
not something I had to worry about with your army.
Entire army. Which is something kind of hurts with Chaos when you got no shooting. It's tough to get up the board, but that's where the speed comes in, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. They got a little bit. Did you watch the game a while ago with my buddy Tom came in? He was playing the Hell Cannon.
Yes,
I did. Like running up the board.
He had the Marauders and the guy at Manticore.
Yeah,
is that the same one? Yeah, I watched that game. The Hell Cannon was sweet. It was a good.
That was definitely a cool model, but just terrible rolling for him.
Oh yeah,
that thing
he got
running around.
Lucky there.
The Chaos Storm's trying to keep up, but yeah, overall, still having loads of fun with Age of Sigmar.
Me too.
I'm still haven't decided what army I'm going to do as my personal army yet. I got kind of an idea, but I haven't 100% decided. But yeah, still having loads of fun. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Any rules and mistakes, obviously, point them out in the comments. I do my best to go through all the comments to correct stuff. If you have something you expect to reply on, shoot me an email, josh@miniwargaming.com. Not a tough email to figure out. Other than that, thanks so much, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Keep being awesome. And as always, happy wargaming. You know what? Let's actually show you guys what I got going on. No spoilers, what's happening over here. Saying that I don't know what I'm going to do for my army yet, but I've been thinking about my ogres. And let's just say I bought a bunch of bases and I got a bunch of work to do. Vault members, click on the link below to see the next game. I'm going to be running Fire Slayers, taking on these Seraphim. We're going to have some giant dinosaur battles. If you're not a Vault member, you can click on the link below anyways. It'll take you to a 7-day free trial to the Vault. You get to check out this battle, as well as all the rest of the battles we have in the Vault. Everything we do in pairs. That's twice as much content. Gives you access to Chris and Janine's painting tips and tricks, all sorts of other fun behind-the-scenes stuff. Check it out, folks. Keep being awesome, and as always, happy wargaming.